wanna be her for your mom to your pop to the beat to the bird, my skirt right off on the curb like I'm Barry Sanders. Chains on and the diamonds dancing. Game on, so it's time to go. When the rain starts, I'ma let you know. Name a squad that is better though than my home team. We a pot of gold. I'm a dog. I'ma need a bone for my whole team. I'ma let it go like yeah, in the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like yeah, whole squad like what? In the field like yeah, all day like yeah, all night like what? Whole squad like yeah, in the field like.
Thanks, Coach. Just north of the Delaware Expressway and east of Broad Street, we find ourselves at Lincoln Financial Field in South Philly. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Philadelphia Eagles. The first quarter of the season already in the rearview mirror, and off we go in Week 5 on EA Sports.
Yellow! We got it!
Throwing on first down is Mahomes. A fight for the football, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 29, and they will take over at the 29-yard line. Well, that's tough. You come in here, you dial up that pass play on the first play from scrimmage and get it picked.
And you know, coaches always talk about we prepare for every eventuality. You don't even mention this as a possibility when you dial up that play, right? Instead, they throw a pick, and now they're behind the 8-ball on the road to get things going.
That good for 22 and a first down.
Oh, that's a big one right there. You talk about breaking off a huge chunk of real estate. But if you're the defensive coordinator, you cannot dwell on the fact you just gave up an explosive run. You have to look ahead, regroup your guys, and figure out a way to slow down this attack.
Here we go. Waiting! Right there, 56. I'm coming for you. You must.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Flushed out right. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. Keenan Allen, the intended target, but it'll be second and goal.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
Wentz on the give to Sanders. And this time he's going backwards. So after the no gain on the last attempt, here they get him behind the line.
Partner, I know we're in a goal-to-go situation, but my goodness, think about running the ball here. Not even a thought, is it?
Defensively, they're in a prime spot.
And I think the defensive guys are probably expressing themselves to them as well. I wouldn't run it here, guys. You might want to try throwing it.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D. Much 56. Much 56.
Wentz now on third and goal. Eluding the pressure right. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Juan Thornhill. And a great return as he takes this up just shy of the 45. The intended receiver there, Allen.
I think that interception happened for two reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. There's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
It'll be a gain of 4, and that'll make this a second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Blitz coming, and down he goes. Give that sack to Harrison Phillips, the big man. You never want to give up a sack. From the O-line's perspective, they hate it for several reasons, especially because they felt like they let little brother down back there in the pocket.
Oh, no doubt. They have a ton of pride, and they go into every job wanting to keep that guy clean. They want that uniform with no grass stains, no dirt, nothing on it. But it's really, really difficult. You're talking about some terrific athletes who are trying to put him on the ground.
Give him 10 that time, escaping the danger, running with it, and picking up a first down.
Blue dead. 54. Check. Watch 54.
Mahomes now on first down. And he's going to be hit and taken down. Back right around the 48-yard line. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Flush to his right. He finds Taylor, complete. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation. He was out there waving his arms, and when you got a quarterback out of the pocket looking for any help, I guess waving the arms is helpful.
It certainly is, because you got to get his attention, because now you're in scramble drill. So everyone's adjusting their routes, finding open space, and he found the right spot for the completion.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. He's going to let this go for the end zone. Back of the end zone. Could he get his feet down? No, it's incomplete.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line. The field position game, such an overlooked facet, Charles, of an NFL game, but this offense, they're going to be pinned back. What an ideal punt.
An ideal punt, and it leads to that term complementary football, because them doing that puts their defense in a great spot, doesn't it? Gives them a chance. If they want to be aggressive, try and maybe get a safety out of this whole thing, it puts them in that position.
It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go.
Right back to Sanders on first down. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Getting the sense, Charles, they're going to put a big emphasis this afternoon on the run game.
And why not? What we're seeing so far, working pretty well from them. And here's the best part. We always talk about the best performers do their job when the lights come on. I think he likes natural light best.
On second and very short, Wentz. And he will find his man on the outside. And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
First and 10 at the 32-yard line.
From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Play fake to Sanders. Now here's Wentz. Escaping the pressure right. Throwing right, and that's complete. Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
And now here's a deep shot that's complete. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 34-yard line. A nice job there, Charles. They picked up the blitz, were able to complete the pass.
That had the total feel of a quarterback in control. Red blitz, got him into the right protection scheme, so he doesn't get hit back there. He's got a chance to step up with supreme confidence.
Touchdown, Philadelphia! Dallas Goedert, his first touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. This crew, they were on a roll going into the bye week that they just had, Charles, so sort of picking up where they left off.
And you and I both know that when you come back off of an open week and you've been winning games, you should get a few extra days off in order to recharge and refuel. But coaches often hedge their bets, too. They'll bring them back and work them really hard that first practice back to make sure that they're back and grounded.
Whatever they did, formula looking good so far in this one. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
Let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 52's the Mike. Watch Mike. Watch Mike.
On first down, Mahomes. They complete it to Hill. 30, the 20, 10, and he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown. Tyreek Hill with touchdown number 8 on the year, as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. Extra point splits the uprights. These two teams all tied after one.
With the score tied 7-7.
So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were competent enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Here's a throw right side, taken in by his tight end. Philadelphia picking up the first on a gain of 15.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to swing the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Let's put that
Wentz now on first down. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. A gain of 6 there on first.
I know that halftime's approaching, but I don't think he's going to want to take a break. That's his 5th catch.
Yeah, they've really been targeting the tight end. Looking to throw again on second down. Wentz. Jones has it. The catch and run pays off for 29 yards.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
This pass complete, Wentz to Ertz. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. That's really good for the game of football. You get better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
4 yards the pickup, first down.
Not too many more ideal situations in 2nd and 2 in order to try and pick up a first down. They ran it and picked it up.
Now Wentz. Flushed out right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, second down. That is the first time that they've targeted him that he has not come down with a catch.
He's caught everything that's been thrown his way. A dominant pass receiver that can break down any defense, because when he's doing that kind of work, it really hurts you on the back end.
And even though it's an incompletion there, I think they're going back to that well. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to keep it here. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds. 6 yards there off the scramble, but it'll still leave him with a 3rd down. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. And he's going to go down just outside of the 5, right around the 6-yard line. Frank Clark in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him. And his kick here is good. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. That drive took him inside the 10. Good job defensively to hold him to 3.
Yeah, I like how you did that. Give a little tip of the cap to the stop troops there because they didn't give up a touchdown in that situation, right? Made them kick the field goal. And, yeah, points went against them, but that feels a whole lot better running off the field.
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And following that long touchdown pass, a one-play drive last time, see if the defense, you know they're ready. They don't want that to happen again.
And you would have thought they would have been ready the last time. That's what you work on all the time. Make sure that no one gets behind you. That's the cardinal sin of defense, not giving up the long pass. They did. Let's see how they adjust.
And an alley to run. And he'll avoid the tackle there with a slide. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard. They run with Taylor. And he works it to the 30-yard line here, right at the 30. 6 yards to pick up, and that's a 1st down. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitask.
And he will take it on in for a Chiefs touchdown. A great play there. His 6th touchdown of the season. And the Chiefs are going to jump back in front. Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is now 14-10. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that.
And that's caught at the 25. A big play there for Philly. 53 yards.
That's a big-time pitch and catch right there. And, partner, I remember the days when quarterbacks would try this. They were holding their breath. But nowadays, they're counting on their receiver to be just a little bit better than the defensive back when it's one-on-one and the ball's in the air like that.
It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets them to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play action. Now Wentz. And they're going to get him. He's sacked back around the 28. Derek Wolfe popping in for the sack.
But enough takes to start to have a good drive. Quite like a big loss on a sack, does it?
Now they're looking at a 3rd and long, and suddenly the momentum shifted to the other side of the football.
And old Mo is a very, very fickle man.
Eagles coming up here on a 3rd and long, so Wentz and company with some work to do after the sack. It's caught. Jones. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 33 seconds to go in the first half. So they've been in the red zone 3 times, and it's yielded just 3 points. Can they find the end zone here on 2nd and goal? They'll run with Sanders. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Eagles have retaken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now 17-14. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This one fielded at the 5. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on first down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops. And if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Watch a slap, watch a slap. Watch a slap. Check nine. Sundown. 52. Go team spin.
Mahomes now on first down. Completes it to Hardman. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. They only got a yard out of that last completion, and that makes this 2nd and 9. Here's Mahomes to throw. Dancing to his left. He'll run it. Give him 7 there on the tuck and run, and they're in better shape now for third.
Just short of midfield.
Yellow. Yellow. You must be treated. Mike's 47. Mike's 42. Fellas, let's go.
Mahomes looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Well, he's going to go for it all. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So we've hit halftime. Just a field goal separating these two teams at the break. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman ready with our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, so the Eagles with the lead, and they're going to get this football first as the third quarter gets underway. This is taken at his 4. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the third quarter.
I like the way you term that because now I think they'll go
nowhere to escape, and he goes down. It was Breland Speaks getting home to the quarterback that time. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
On 2nd down, it's Sanders. And he'll push forward for about 4 up to the 23.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a game considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Here we go. 44 is the mic. 44 is the mic. Watch the screen.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. Caught by Jones. A good pickup there of 20 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down. One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. And he'll fight his way forward to about the 48-yard line. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it's going to make it 3rd down at 6.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, Hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
It's caught at the 10. Touchdown, Philadelphia. A big play there. His first touchdown on the year. And the Eagles able to push further out in front. A good, sustained drive there in this third quarter, capping it off with a touchdown to give them a nice two-score advantage.
It was actually a fun one to watch, wasn't it? I mean, for me, seeing the mix of what they did, how they moved the ball downfield, very sharp, too. Each and every play seemed to be executed with great dispatch.
The Chiefs take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger. But no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing. And try and get back to where you were to start the half.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. They go to the ground again with Taylor. And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be 2nd down.
Didn't have a receiver open downfield, and as it turned out, couldn't even find his outlet man because of the coverage. It was way too tight, unable to find anyone open.
So line of scrimmage still the 39 on 2nd and 10.
Hey, watch the slide. 57, 57.
Throwing now is Mahomes. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. That goes for a Chiefs first down, 14 yards. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 47. They'll run with Taylor. And he picks up about 6 as he gets this down to the 41. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Taylor. And this time not as successful as he'll get back to the line of scrimmage and no more. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. Looking to throw is Mahomes. He is going to find Hill here. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 14. Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes stepping up. He's going to keep it. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Taylor. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. And he got half of what he needed there, 2 yards. And it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more. To throw, it's Mahomes. 4th down now looming after Philly's defense stands tall in coverage.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone and get you 6?
And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively.
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And all the way down 35. It's a big play there for the Eagles. 42 yards.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
So that changes things a bit. Here's a first and 10 all the way down at the 35. On play action, Wentz under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Different story this time around. We had that huge gain followed by a sizable loss here.
And that's his second sack of the game, but this player, disruptive in all phases, whether he's going upfield, coming underneath, you name it. He's a big-time guy you have to block.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. And welcome back. We are in the city of brotherly love, Philadelphia. It's the Eagles in possession of the football and leading this one as we get ready to start the final quarter. Here's Wentz to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a third down stop by them.
So his second field goal of the game, and that could turn out to be the big one.
Yeah, you have to make them score twice to beat you, and that's not impossible. But here in the fourth quarter, puts their backs clearly against the wall.
This fielded at the 2. And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line.
First and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
So here's a first and 10 at the 38. Now Taylor. And he's going to get hit at the line of scrimmage and driven backwards. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down. They'll keep it on the ground. Taylor, he spins free. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45. The Chiefs on third down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 4. Working from the gun, Mahomes. Open man has got one. It's complete. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 31-yard line. Mahomes now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Taylor. And he'll lose yardage. Brought down at the 32. That's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
So where'd all that running room that he had in the first half go? Because it looks like it's drying up a little bit here. Someone made some adjustments, it appears, at least on this drive.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Shotgun snap to Mahomes. Oh, he's going to let this go for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Micah Hyde.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
Wentz and the Eagles now with a 1st and 10 at the 20. Had a bit of a lane there, took advantage of it. Give him 7 there on the first down carry. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on 2nd down. They'll go again with Sanders. And this carry not as productive. He swallowed up at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go.
It's 3rd down and 4.
The Eagles on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Wentz going to throw. Caught by the tight end Ertz. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's an Eagles first down on a gain of 11.
First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. Now flags will come in. I think this one's going to be on the defense for jumping. And he got a little aggressive too early.
And he did, wanting that quick takeoff as the ball was snapped, but I think sometimes those big guys on offense, they're pretty cagey too, right? They make those little sudden moves or those little subtle moves that get you to jump.
They'll run with Sanders. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line. It's a gain of 3, and it sets him up with 2nd and just 2 yards to go.
Brings up 2nd down at the 46-yard line.
Let's pick up. Great 15. Great 15.
Another run here with Sanders. And he'll get it down to the 47 here. 7 yards there and a first down.
He's still rumbling, isn't he? Still looking fresh in this one despite the heavy workload. But you and I both know, well-conditioned, and he did tell us that he thrives on being at his peak late in ball games.
Defense still with 3 timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them here as the kneel down comes. The Chiefs now going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
Here we go. Pac-Man. 120. Crunch time. Defense.
Down to a knee here. The defense still with a couple of timeouts. We'll see if they want to use them. Now a second timeout called for by the defense as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. 7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Let's go, baby. 44. Mike, kill. Let's go, Heavy. Heavy, what you got? Heavy?
From midfield, here's Wentz. The attempt on the dive, and he has it. What a catch. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 36.
I know you don't get anything extra for degree of difficulty, but maybe you should. He's done absolutely everything in this game today, including laying out for that one.
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. A gain of 10 as they look to add on to this 10-point lead. So it's a victory here for the Philadelphia Eagles. And they were spurred on by a strong performance in that 4th quarter as they held their opponents off the scoreboard.
Everyone wants to pitch a shutout for the entire game, but when you throw one in the 4th quarter, that tells everyone that you're getting stronger and dominance is starting to take over, right? The way that you close, the way that you finish, that gets preached to you from the time you're playing Little League football all the way up through. And they closed them out with a big-time performance down the stretch.
So for Philadelphia, that early momentum continues here as they move to 4-0. And they'll get to stay home again next week. Meanwhile, for Kansas City, the loss will move them back to 3-2 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah.
How many of y'all came to win?
Oh, they asking my name, huh?
You ready?
S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you.
Yeah.
Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up.
Yeah.
I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. My color bright.
Yep.
I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support ride. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time. Another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side. Ready to try, keep a different vibe. Is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym.